Very good morning, dear students. Welcome to English class. Yes, students, today we will start new chapter of grammar, punctuation and capital letters. So, let's learn about punctuation and capital letters. Capitalization means using a capital letter to begin a word like hill, river, Delhi, Amit, Puja. Here you can see first letter of these words is capital, and punctuation means using the correct signs or marks to make the meaning of a sentence clear. We use punctuation marks to make the meaning of a sentence clear. They include full stop, comma, semicolon, colon, apostrophe, question mark, exclamation mark, and quotation marks. Capitalization and punctuation are both necessary to make the meaning of a sentence clear. While speaking or writing a language, we use pauses at required steps. Without these pauses, we cannot communicate properly. We use different marks called punctuation marks to make our writing clear and meaningful. Do you know what is the meaning of pause? Yes, pause means a short period of time during which somebody stops talking or stops what he or she is doing. Most commonly used punctuation marks are full stop, comma, colon, semicolon, question mark, exclamation mark, quotation marks or inverted commas. So let's learn one by one. First of all, let us learn about capital letters. Yes, students, in English we have capital and small letters. Usually we use small letters, but we also make use of capital letters. So let us learn when we use capital letters. First of all, for the first word in a sentence, yes, the first word of a sentence begins with a capital letter. Here you can see mangoes are a delicious fruit. In this sentence, first word is mangoes and it is starting with a capital letter M. So, when we start a sentence, the first word must be capital. The first word starts with a capital letter. Next, for the first word in direct speech, like she said, comma, inverted comma, start, we enjoyed the party. Inverted commas closed. Here you can see when we start the inverted commas, the first letter must be capital V. Here W is in capital letters. So, next is for the personal pronoun I. For the personal pronoun I, we always use I in capital letters. She laughed when I said I am 10 years old. We never use I in small letter. We always use I in capital letters. Is it clear to all of you? I is always written in capital form. It is never written as small I when alone. Clear? For the proper names of persons, pets and places, we always use capital letter. For example, here you can see Singapore, Africa, India, Delhi, Pussy, Mickey Mouse. The first letter of these words is in capital. Yes, student, with the names of persons, countries, towns, places, states and cities, we always use capital letter. And the next is for the titles of people. Here you can see Mr. Kim, Mrs. Roy, Prime Minister. First letter of the word Mr. is M and it is in capital letter. And first letter of Mrs. Roy, Mrs. word Mrs. and first letter is M, so it is in capital letter. For the titles of people, we use first word in capital letters. And the next is for the initials in people's names like A.K. Malhotra, D.K. Jan. Here you can see A.K. It is both the words are in capital because these are the initials in people's name. Clear? For the names of streets, roads and buildings, rivers, mountains, seas, we always use capital letter like Patel Marg, India Gate, Jama Masjid, Ganga. In these words you can see Patel Marg. First letter of the word Patel is P and it is in capital letter. India Gate. First letter of the word India is I and it is also in capital letter. Yes, students, with the names of streets, roads, buildings, rivers, mountains and seas, the Arabian Sea, we always use capital letter. For the titles of books, plays, songs, TV serials, films, etc., we always use capital letter. Like English Reader. English Reader is the name of a book. So first letter of the, here you can see, first letter of the word English is E and it is in capital letter. Reader also, R is in capital letter. And the next is Kaun Banega Karodpati. K is in capital, B is in capital and C is also in capital. So with the titles of books, plays, songs, TV serials, films, etc., we always use capital letter. For the first word of each line in a poem. For the first word of each line in a poem, we use capital letter. So in the same way, with the names of days and months, festivals and subjects, we always use capital letter. Like Monday, M is always in a capital letter. Diwali, science, with the names of days, months, festivals and subjects, we always use capital letter. First word must be in capital letter. Clear?